avoid learn first, apply later. Maybe I can say apply first, then learn later. Then you can learn more quickly and you can get benefit from learning. Create environmental influence for learning. When you learn something, what is necessary? Please recall your high school day or college days. What is necessary? Maybe you don't like the examination. Maybe you don't like the homework. But sometimes we need the deadline effect. Okay? So if you have to, for example, June 30th, this is a day for the presentation of the improvement. Or this is a day for the, you have to teach to the something to others. So you are going to study up to this date. So this is one of the deadline effect. Or line manager has to teach something to your subordinate. Then he has to study more intensively about the TQM methodologies. These are all environment. You create such an environment, then creates a motivation, create an incentive to learn more. These are learning style, what you can see here, okay? Learning style. And also there is another element here, institutional support system. This also gives a strong support for the education training. Let's see here. Create institutional support structures. Facility is needed. When you teach a class, you need a good facilities. Not only classroom type of facilities, but also exercise, practice of group work. So you need such a facilities. Also you need a budget, money, to make the textbook, make the good video, or etc. So institutional support structure is necessary. Then at the end, manage educational with PDCA. Once you make the education, what happens? Output comes here. This is the results of the education training. You need the monitor and diagnosis after the output. So you monitor, then make the diagnosis of the whole the system of the educational system. Makes a diagnosis to the learning style, makes a diagnosis for the inputs, what the participant is good, what is support is enough, whether the support is enough or not. So always monitor and diagnosis. Then you can improve your education systems. So I repeat again, teaching, learning, and training and education is a key factor. But I hope you, through this diagram, okay, this diagram do not mention about the teaching itself. This diagram shows the environment, educational environment. I honestly think that teach is a word of arrogance. What we can do is only to create the environment of the mutual learning. Please, once more look again. This painting, Matisse shows truth. We learn each other, mutually learn each other. Each person has a good point. We have to learn each other. This is a mutual learning. This is the essence of the training and education. Promotional activity also is very powerful to promote TQM. There are 3 different dimensions of the TQM promotion. One is events, like action, okay? And next image and logic. Or let's say I speak about the events, like a CEO's real behavior, and like a presentation and big festival of the quality improvement day. Those are events. And also education and training also the one of the promotional events. Okay? And also everyone like a drink and eating. I also like a drink and eating. Drink and eating is a very powerful promotional after the education, after the presentation. Okay? Those are events. And image, I can show the AT&T universal card service case. Every employee has this kind of small card. This is a motto: mutual respect, trust, integrity, etc. So this is a motto. Also, there is, I can show another example. When you go to the IRS in Ogden, you can see that this kind of mission statement and the core values in the almost all the table of the employees. So this is a kind of motto and images. So I can see events, the image. And image is a video, like a motto, visual display, flag, symbols, etc. I can show another example in the board here. This is an example of the IRS in Ogden. You can see this kind of big board in the wall. Okay? Your ideas are important. This is a promotion of the suggestion. And also they distribute a small souvenir for the presentation, etc. These are one of their examples of the small souvenir for the promotions. This is belong to the image. There is another element of the promotions, that's a logic. This is again come from the IRS Ogden. They make the small brochure. What is a TQM? Quality begins with me. Okay? This describes the highlight of the quality activities in the Ogden. Also, there is another example of the logic part of the promotions. It's a newspaper of the Teradyne. Okay? And some brochures. So these are elements of the promotions. Promotion creates an atmosphere for activating the TQM. If we don't create such atmosphere, people are not activated. This is a number 4th element of the infrastructure. Once you have a good improvement, the result of the improvement, and not only the result, but the process of the improvement must diffuse throughout the organization. So the most often the case. Presentation of the quality improvement team is very important. The reason is TQM is not a theory, you see. TQM is a kind of mass movement. There are many, many geniuses in your companies, in your organizations. So we have to pick up such a good practices invented by the mass and pick up those good success stories and diffuse throughout all the organization. We call the collective genius. I always said the age of single great genius is past, has passed already. It is a time for collective genius. Diffusion of success story is to find out the collective geniuses and to diffuse such a good practice to the organizations. Most often the practice is a presentation. Once QIT team or single person, individual makes a good success stories, present in front of the CEO or in front of the public. This we call the presentations. But please keep in mind what is important for the presentations. Not the presentation of the results only, but process of the